Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy, and welcome back to a project we're looking at over in the Brookhaven area. Beautiful California style ranch. This house was probably built late 60s, early 70s, I'm guessing. And so this is a board and batten siding, and it's hard to tell what's going on here. He's never had gutters on this house, and I hate to add gutters because it just takes away from the design. So we'll try to avoid doing that, but it would be really helpful to have a nice 6-inch gutter running across here and off this sunroom. In heavy rains, all the water's dropping right here. And we get closer, you'll see they've tried to do some concrete work here, but we may want to create a berm up through here to keep the water from getting into this pocket corner over here. When you get a lot of water in areas like this, you're gonna draw termites and carpenter ants. And I don't see anything live here, but everything we're gonna do, both of those critters hate pressure treated wood. So we're gonna come in with pressure treated, if we can find it. That's gonna be the problem here. So we need to pull these battens right here and replace these all the way up. Someone's been in repaired before. You can see up here there's a joint up here, so we'll replace those. If we can't get pressure treated, we'll use white wood that's primed and sealed and painted on all faces, and that way it won't rot. Down here the bottom edge was never painted, so all the water that splashes right here, it gets the bottom edge in a driving rain, and it never really gets the chance to dry out. So this siding's all rotted right through here. He's got a little piece of molding right here behind this storm door that's rotted there. But the windows are really what he called me out for. And so both of these windows, this triple window right here and this double window on the sunroom, that thing's settled down about 1/2 inch. So it means the frame supporting under here is all rotted. And we won't know exactly what that is until we pull it apart. But we'll come back with pressure treated materials. All this stuff, we'll have to actually make these pieces and plane them down to a 5/4 board. Same thing through here. This piece right here was replaced by another contractor at some point, but he didn't back prime and seal everything, so that's starting to rot too. The noses here is a combined sill nose piece that runs all the way through here, so we're gonna have to try and create that out of pressure treated. Once we do that, it won't rot anymore. The termites and ants won't eat it, and splashes won't really hurt it much. It might cause the paint to peel a little bit, so you just have to touch up the paint. But once we make these repairs, I'd like to come back and see it in a heavy rain and just see how this water's flowing. But it looks like in heavy rains right now, they created a little bit of a berm here, but it's not high enough, so the water's actually going up and over and down in. So it's really caused the water to pond and rot this whole section right here. And like a lot of people, if you don't come outside, you don't really see it. But this is all custom work. This isn't stuff that's off the shelf. These windows are all, they're Thermapanes. And he's got one blown seal right here in this window, but I wouldn't bother with it. I would just let us go ahead and make these repairs, and he's going to own the house long term. He's not trying to sell the house, and even if you were, let that come up as an inspection report. These are expensive windows. This window right here, our cost just to get it, if we can have it made, it's probably right now at about $1,000 roughly just for the window. That's not installing or any of that. So, and the way we run these repairs, our guys take every care, but if a window cracks during these kind of repairs, we will pay for the installation. Homeowner pays the cost of the window. Straight cost, no markup. But again, this is difficult work. This is not for the general handyman to come out here and do this kind of stuff. The last person that worked here, if you're doing something like this, it's good that he made a weather cut right here, and normally you make horizontals. But you may as well just replace the whole piece, and that way you can back prime and seal it. It won't be rotting down at the bottom. But this area in here is really rotted pretty badly. So, you know, he's got white mold in here and just a bunch of stuff. Looks like he's tried to clean it. But once we make the repairs, then we could probably step out, and you may not like it, but I'd probably create a berm in this area right here. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could even do it with some of the retaining blocks you can get at Home Depot, and just put some planters on top of it or whatever you want to do. But just something that'll create a curb right here, a berm, so the water kicks back out this way away from the house. We do a lot of this kind of stuff. My brother and I, we're running a crew, about 28 people, 27 people, depending. Last week we fired a bunch of people. We hired some more back this week. The residence house is in great shape, but we're one of those few contractors. We pretty much do everything, but really classical design and something that's timeless is a house like this. So you can reach us at 770-265-9017. It's hard to get us in the office. Just be patient with us. Best way is to text or email to get a hold of us. But once you're a client, we're relationship driven. If you got an emergency, we'll come. We do everything. Water restoration. We'll handle the insurance companies, all that stuff. You just have to be patient with us. We're literally a one call does it all. Because of that, we're super, super busy. So again, just be patient. If you have questions, let us know. I'm Andy. I'm a 4th generation contractor. I live for this stuff. It's a Friday afternoon and I'm out looking at this. So we live for this kind of thing. Anyway, see you at the next house. Bye for now.